Hey guys, John Jr. here. I'm bringing you guys another IBA video. This time it is going to be a little bit late because we are playing on Monday. We're playing Shadow and they went on vacation, so it's completely fine. We are going to be just a tad late playing Monday night, and today has been an absolutely crazy day. I haven't taken a shower yet, so I feel like trash right now. Actually, I haven't even worked out yet, which I usually do in the morning. Regardless, I had a really bad asthma attack today, and it's not as bad as my last one. My last one I had to go to the hospital for. This one I convinced my parents not to take me to the hospital, which is nice because I don't like making them pay the money when I don't feel it's needed, but I still panicked a lot, and I still had a lot of trouble breathing, and I still have some trouble breathing. But I really want to get this live comm out there for you guys, or this recording, and I have the time to record the live comm, so why not? So if I do run out of breath this episode, that's why, and I'm sorry. I took a breathing treatment and it didn't completely help. I'm not completely back to 100 yet, but I do think that I'm pretty alright. So anyway, with that being said, that's just a disclaimer, so if I run out of breath, you know what's going on. But looking at the team that we are facing this week, we are facing the Jersey Shellos, I do believe. Yeah, Jersey Shellos, really cool logo, by the way. But you can go ahead and check them out down in the description below, as always. And looking at their team has a really good matchup against us for no reason. And this was very, very stressful to prep for, but I do think that I'm very happy with the team that we have, and I do think that the team that we have can pull out on top this week. And the team that we are facing first and foremost is going to be Zapdos, Sylveon, Roserade, Alolan Marowak, Gastrodon, Muck, Mega Absol, Scizor, Conkeldurr, Flygon, and Glaceon, with the Z being Flygon and I believe Muck, I want to say. Oh, and their name's Shadow. I don't know if I said that, but regardless, their team is very, very scary, and they have a lot of really good threats against our team. First of all, we have a really tough time breaking Zapdos, especially one that has static. We have a really tough time dealing with Scizor and Conk and Mega Absol, but we are going to go ahead and go into the team that we are bringing and why we are bringing it. So the first one that we are going to be bringing here is going to be a 4-attack Victini, and this Victini went through insane amounts of changes. Initially, it was just a V-Create Trick Room workup, Glaciate, I think, Victini, or something like that, and then it changed to, a mixed Victini with Blue Flare, Energy Ball, Glaciate, and Workup, and then it changed again to Blue Flare, Energy Ball, Glaciate, Shadow Ball. Blue Flare hits literally everything on the team. We have Energy Ball for the Gastrodon, Glaciate for the Flygon, and Shadow Ball for the Marowak. Those are the three things that we don't hit for at least neutral damage with Blue Flare, and the other three moves, we destroy everything else except for, I guess, Sylveon. I guess I kind of overlooked Sylveon, but we do have Mawile and Skarmory, so I don't know how likely Sylveon really is. We have enough speed to speed tie with the Flygon, which I think is very important. We have enough HP in order to live. Let me see here. We can live an Earthquake from the Flygon if they do end up being Scarfed, or we lose a speed tie, and then the rest in special attack. Pretty standard set. We do have Colbur to hopefully trick the Absol and claim a KO, because Blue Flare will claim the KO on the Absol. And Victini is looking really, really nice to just click buttons this game. The next one that we have here is going to be probably the best way we have to deal with the Zapdos, which is going to be Hydreigon, our triple threat. Leftovers, Toxic, Roost, Dark Pulse, and Fire Blast. Toxic covers not only the switch into Zapdos, or just Zapdos in general, but also the Sylveon, which I think is very important. Roost for longevity, obviously, and Dark Pulse for a strong stab. And for our last move, I debated between Dragon Pulse and Fire Blast for a while, but I ended up going with Fire Blast because it allows us to OHKO Scizor, and if we don't have the privilege of OHKOing Scizor, Scizor will OHKO us back, and I feel like that's very, very important. We can also OHKO the Roserade back, and I feel like that's pretty nice. We can outspeed the creeps of them creeping our base 70s. We can live a Conk Mach Punch after 2 layers of rocks if they are, Guts, Flame Orb, Burned, Max Adamant, everything like that. And we can live 2 modest Zapdos HP Ices. The next one here is going to be Mawile, Medusa, Play Rough, Fire Fang, Knockoff, Stealth Rock. We have Stealth Rock as the last move because rocks are really nice in this game. They prevent things like the Zapdos from not getting 2-hit KO'd or OHKO'd. They help us with OHKOs on like the Sylveon, on the Scizor, residual chip on a lot of things, which is really nice. And we can force a lot of times for us to click Stealth Rocks. We have Play Rough because Play Rough is fairly unresisted, but on the things it is resisted, we do have Fire Fang and Knockoff for the Marowak, as well as Fire Fang for the Scizor and the Roserade. As far as our EVs go, we can live a max special attack, Absol Fire Blast after rocks. We outspeed everything under Tailwind, and then we dump the rest in attack and went Adamant, and that is going to be our Mawile set. Next up here, we do have Skarmory, Rustwing, Roost, Brave Bird, Whirlwind, Tailwind, Rocky Helmet. We're rocking the 4 flying type moves again. And I really wanted Toxic on this set, but I feel like we have Toxic on Triple Threat already, which is going to be our switch into the Zapdos regardless, so I feel like it's not really needed. And I really wanted Spikes too, but we couldn't obviously fit it, so 6 move slot Syndrome, I guess. Roost for longevity. Brave Bird hits the majority of their team. Whirlwind to prevent setup. We need Whirlwind for something like the Scizor, I think is very, very important, as well as the Flygon. And Tailwind to make sure that our Mawile is actually useful in this matchup. And as far as our stats go, we can have a +2 Life Orb superpower after rocks from the Scizor, and then we can outspeed Max Adamant Conk, and we put the rest into attack. So we're a very offensive Skarmory, which is really weird because that's not its function in this game at all. Next up here, we're rocking with a new member of the team. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but we do have Mr. Peanut Landorus replacing Gliscor, because Gliscor is my least favorite Pokemon to use in Draft League format, and Landorus also hits Defog, Rocks, Ground type, so I felt like it fit the bill pretty well, and it also gives us a little bit better speed tier. So we have Earthquake, Rock Slide, HP Ice, SD, Earthquake because Earthquake is very unresisted. Rock Slide obviously, for the Zapdos, HP Ice for the Flygon, and Swords Dance to potentially win late game, because this Mon's speed tier is very, very nice in this game. We outspeed everything that is not Mega Absol, so very nice in that sense. And as far as our EVs go, we can live 2 Iron Play Bullet Punches from the Scizor, and then we dump the rest into attack. The last mon that we have here is going to be Fruit of the Loom, Breloom, and it was between this and Lycanroc, but Kurt convinced me to actually go with Breloom, so we're rocking out with Mach Punch, Rock Tomb, Bullet Seed, and Swords Dance. If we can get under Tailwind and we can get a Swords Dance up, I actually feel like Breloom can kind of win the game. We're Muscle Band because I hate Life Orb on Breloom, just because I think Breloom needs the HP because of how frail it is, and I don't like just taking away our own HP over and over. Obviously, Mach Punch helps with like the Absol, the Scizor, things like that. Rock Tomb to help with the Marowak, and the Zapdos. Bullet Seed to help with the Gastrodon, and Swords Dance to Swords Dance potentially late game. And other than that, we outspeed a 4-speed Roserade. We dump the rest in attack and went Adamant, and that is going to be the Breloom that we are rocking with. I'm not super fond of this team by any means, but I do think, I'm sorry, I hit my mic. But I do think that this team can definitely pull out a dub. Kurt actually helped me build this morning. I had some of it, like the skeleton of it done, and Kurt helped me with some sets and helped me narrow down some moves, things like that. So shout out to Kurt. And like I said, I'm not super confident in this team, but I would love to get this dub. We really need this dub to hopefully clinch playoffs. We're not going to clinch, but hopefully get into playoffs, I guess is how I would say it. But just looking at the matchup, I'm not super confident, but I think if we play right, we get Victini in position to win, we get Rocks up, and we keep Hydreigon healthy, we should be okay. But let me know what you guys think of that down below, and thank you guys so much for watching the Team Builder if you watched this far, and I'll see you guys in just a second with the match. Alright, hey guys, and we are here facing Shadow Link. Feeling a little bit better, my head starts a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and get in here and try to pick up the dub. Hopefully, I'm so tired. I'm very medicated right now for all of the, the asthma and my chest hurting and everything like that. So I'm very medicated right now. I'm very, very tired. So hopefully I'll still be able to think straight. If not, it is what it is. We'll still try our best. We'll see what Shadow ends up bringing here. As we do see, not what I expected at all. No Conk or Scizor, so I was fine to bring Lycanroc. Lycanroc actually just kind of won the game. So graphics, gifts, let me see here. Instead we see Marowak Lola, which isn't like too big of a deal. Do I have a Marowak gift? Yeah. Marowak Lola. No Scizor. And instead we see Roserade. So not too crazy, I guess. Just 2 of the biggest threats aren't there. And Sylveon also is not there, is it? What they bring says Sylveon. Oh, I guess I didn't expect Sylveon on the layout. And they look to have a dedicated lead. So Conkeldurr, Marowak, and instead of Scizor, we do end up seeing, where is it, Roserade. So, as far as the lead matchup goes, they seem to have a very dedicated lead, so I would think that they would lead probably a Alolan Marowak in order to get Rocks up. I don't think I really lose anything in leading Mr. Peanut. I think that's pretty safe. We could also just lead Hydreigon, actually. Hydreigon's really, really safe. I don't think they lead Flygon. Maybe they do. If they lead Flygon, though, we have a guaranteed switch into our Skarmory, so I am liking the Hydreigon lead, I think. We're gonna go with that. We're gonna rock out with that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all the boys written down here. Zapdos, Mega Absol, Gastrodon, Roserade, Sylveon, and a Alolan Marowak. Okay, so probably Zapdos. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Cool. So now we get a free Toxic off because there's literally no reason not to. We find out if this Zapdos is speedy or not, or what have you, or maybe they have Thunder Wave, whatever the case may be. I like the name Zapdos, that's a good name, but we're going to click Toxic here. This was the first turn I envisioned. We could have also went for a Dark Pulse, I guess. How much would a Dark Pulse have done? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Zapdos. Let's assume Fizz Def for our Mawile. Excuse me, Dark Pulse would have been not a 3-shot after leftovers. No, it would have. It would have been a 3-shot after leftovers. 95% chance. So, it is what it is. I guess I could have went for that, but I think toxic residual damage on this is going to be very, very valuable in the late game. Very, very valuable. They could also go Roserade. Well, I don't really think it's a real play. If they go Roserade, I don't know what they're thinking. Is that Roserade? Okay. I'm not entirely sure what they were thinking there, to be honest. I can go for a Fire Blast. If this is offensive, we can actually... If this is... What do they do here? Let me think. Life Orb. I would assume they just go for a Sludge Bomb. If they're not offensive, they don't 2-shot us, and we 2-shot them. If they're just, let's say, max HP, max speed, we do 2-shot with a Fire Blast. So I think I don't really lose anything going for Fire Blast here. What's my other switch-ins? Mawile. What would like a Life Orb or HP Ice do to me? Life Orb or HP Ice, 60 to 70, or about 70 min. So we're just going to go for a Fire Blast here, see what they want to do. Because I'm not entirely sure. We're going to miss our Fire Blast, and they go for a Sleep Powder, and they connect Sleep Powder. Awesome! So, horrible turn of events. Sleep Powder. Couldn't have asked for a worse set of turns there. We're just going to go for Fire Blast again. I see no reason not to. That sucks a lot. So we are going to burn 1 turn of Sleep here. That puts us on the back foot a lot, man. That puts us on the back foot significantly, actually. How do we beat Roserade now? We really need to wake up. They withdrew. They don't have Sylveon. What do they go into? What is this? Absol? Yeah. Yeah. Triple Threat is fast asleep. That's fine. We are just going to go ahead and go into Mawile. So, burn 1 sleep turn on Hydreigon. Burn 1 sleep turn on Hydra. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and switch out into... I could just go Rustwing. Let me look at their team, actually. Zapdos... actually, the reason that Rustwing was here is no longer here. So I could go Mawile, actually. Can Mawile live a knockoff into... Well, we have Intimidate, too. And it's not Magic Bounce back. So we can most certainly live a knockoff into whatever they click. We're going to go ahead and go into Mawile. We're going to go ahead and go into Mawile here. We're going to get the Intimidate off first and foremost. And then we'll see what they do. If they reveal to be Ice Beam, we'll go Teeny on this, I think. Intimidate, depending on how much damage it does. As it is Mega now. So I'm writing that down because that's important because now it has Magic Bounce. So now I can't freely Toxic on Hydreigon. Sub. Okay. Okay. This is bad. Can Knock break Sub? Mawile must do so huge power. Knock can break Sub. And Knock cannot miss. Fire Blast does, if they're uninvested, 50 to 70. And I know they're clicking Fire Blast here. I just gotta get them out of this Sub. That sucks. Well, what's their moveset? Dark move, Fire move, probably play rough. So they probably don't have Ice Beam for Lando. I guess I'm just gonna Mega and knock off. I guess I'm just gonna Mega and knock off. There's not really a point in that, I suppose. Just make sure we break this up, I suppose, is the best case scenario. Superpower. That's not what I expected at all. That might not 2-shot. That does not even come close to 2-shotting. Superpower. We're going to go ahead and go for a knockoff. And this guaranteed breaks sub, especially after the -1. And what we're going to do now... Homeboy doesn't really have a switch into knockoff now, actually. -1. Maybe he's trying to give me a... Maybe... Are they trying to give me a false sense of security? And now click Fire Blast? No, they wouldn't go for Superpower right then if they had Fire Blast. I don't think that makes any sense if they did. If they do, then they baited me really hard. What would they go into? Sylveon? They wouldn't go to Marowak. They could go Sylveon. They could go Roserade. I think I'm going to Fire Fang here, because I think Roserade's the switch in. Knockoff actually has a chance to KO an offensive Roserade. Does Fire Fang? Oh, cool. Max HP Roserade. It does. I'm clicking Fire Fang here, expecting Roserade. Yeah, withdrew. Can we catch Roserade? Dawn? What is Dawn? Gastrodon. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I wish I would have knocked off. They probably have Sticky Hold, though, to be fair. That did literally nothing. Leftovers. So that's max Fizz Def. Lefties. Gastrodon. Hydreigon. Or not Hydreigon. Hydreigon's what I'm thinking I'm going to switch into. Mawile. Yeah, that's max Fizz Def. For sure, Fizz Def. They could just go for the Scald here. I'm just going to go into Hydreigon. I think Hydreigon doesn't really lose anything. Hydreigon's really the only Pokemon that we don't lose much going into. They could have Ice Beam, but I think Scald, Recover, Toxic, Earthquake just covers our team pretty nicely. Or Earth Power. Earth Power works as well. As they go for the Scald, this is going to do like nothing. And we're going to be able to get a Toxic off here, which is going to be great for long term. Great for the long term. They could also go Absol here, though, which is something I am scared of. And Absol does not like a Hydreigon Dark Pulse. Let's see. I think we're just going to do that. I think we're just going to go for the Dark Pulse. How much would Absol take from Dark Pulse? Absol. And we can just go into Skarmory now that we know Homie probably doesn't have Fire Blast. Yeah, Absol takes a big chunk from Dark Pulse. We're just going to Dark Pulse here. We're just going to take this opportunity to Dark Pulse. I don't think there's really a great switch in on Dark Pulse. Are they going to go Sylveon this time? No, that's Absol. That's what I expected. Yeah. That's what I expected. And we're fast asleep, regardless. So what does it even matter, I guess? Skarmory. So we know Scald. Skarmory. Brave Bird does like 70 to this mon. We're going to go into Skarmory. I'm pretty sure Play Rough is going to come off here. They could also sub. If Homeboy's got +2 superpower, did that kill Skarmory? I have Sturdy regardless, so no. The answer is no, superpower. +2, nah, that doesn't do anything. +2 knock does basically a little bit less sub again, yeah. That's fine. I could Whirlwind? No, Whirlwind bounces back as a Magic Bounce. I've got a Brave Bird. Or I could Roost. And let Homie take the Rocky Helmet damage residually. Nah. Do I do that? Nah, we're Brave Birding. We're gonna Brave Bird probably into Roost. Knockoff, yeah. Knockoff. Knockoff. I did way too much. But Homie lost his Rocky Helmet. Brave Bird. That did so much damage. Oh, it's because Skarmory doesn't have an item in the cow because I had Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's looking about right. That's looking about right. Let me see how much they did to us. Oh, we guarantee live a superpower. So I don't really lose anything clicking Roost. I can just pivot into Hydreigon. Yeah, I don't lose anything clicking Roost here. I don't lose anything clicking Roost. So superpower, knockoff, sub. The last move's probably Play Rough. I would assume might be Ice Beam. It could definitely be Ice Beam. I'm very surprised they didn't bring Fire Blast though. Very surprised. Or it could be Swords Dance, I suppose. I guess I just assumed they had Swords Dance. So we are going to get that Roost off here. And like I said, we're just going to go straight into Hydreigon. We lose nothing going Hydreigon ever. I could have also went into, I guess I could have went for the Tailwind there. I guess the Tailwind would have been fine too. Okay, Heat Wave coming off. Heat Wave. Lost some HP. Life Orb. That's dope. Life Orb, Zapdos. But we're a very bulky Hydreigon, so I thought we DC'd for a second. We're a very bulky Hydreigon. We lose nothing in clicking Dark Pulse here. We have no repercussions in clicking Dark Pulse. Zapdos. Probably Absol. Sack off. Jet Blue. What is this? Yo, I would love to get this Dark Pulse off. Please, homie. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
We got max sleep turns? Okay. Okay. If that's the game we're playing, I guess that's the game we're playing. We go Skarmory every time. Yeah, we go Skarmory every time. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. And now a U-turn's gonna come off into Zapdos, and maybe then a Volt Switch, and now we're in an infinite cycle. Yeah, U-turn. That's what I thought. Yep. Where's Flygon on this sheet? They didn't bring Sylveon. They brought Flygon. Flygon. Max sleep turns off of a Fire Blast miss. Awesome. Max sleep turns off of a Fire Blast miss. Marowak. Okay. This is not expected. Let's see how much Hydreigon does to this. We gotta get Hydreigon awake, dog. Holy cow. Hydreigon to Marowak. That's my only switch into this mon. Low Kick would actually kill us if he's max adamant. Dark Pulse would also just knock him out straight up though. So I'm gonna go Hydreigon, assuming that there's gonna be a rock set here. There's nothing I can really do about rocks, except, you know, be disappointed that the rocks are up. I guess there's not a whole lot that I can do about rocks. They just Flare Blitz. Okay. So after recoil, this is a guaranteed knockout. We guarantee get a Dark Pulse off here, and this is gonna do some huge damage. So that is so much. Flare Blitz. So we wake up this turn guaranteed, and we click Dark Pulse no matter what, and we're picking up a KO. They were Rockhead. They were Rockhead. Rockhead. And this should always knock it out. Yeah, that should knock it out. Always. We're modest. Hydreigon finally able to do something. Kills Alolan Marowak with Dark Pulse. And now we gotta find an opportunity to get a Roost off. Hydreigon looks so good in this game though. So bye-bye Marowak. Why do I have Sylveon on this too? Flygon. So Homeboy's still probably gonna go for a U-turn, but I still have to go into Skarmory, I think. Actually, I can go can Landorus live 2 Dragon Claws? Can Landorus live 2 Dragon Claws? I think that's the real question. Dragon Claw. If they're adamant, we can. And we have HP Ice. We're actually gonna do that to prevent the. We're gonna go hard Lando. Very aggressive on my part. But we're gonna go hard Lando to prevent the U-turn into Zapdos, because I'm getting sick of this superpower. On the Skarmory? Why is superpower their answer for Skarmory? I'm very confused. Both this and the other Pokemon get Fire Blast. Okay, well, regardless, what we're gonna do here, I think Earthquake's fine. We outspeed this mon. We could just HP Ice to be safe. What's their switch into this? How much does Gastrodon take from Earthquake? Gastrodon. Can we kill with a +2 Earthquake, actually? Actually, that's a roll. Not a very favorable roll, but I think I'm just gonna Earthquake here. I'm just gonna overplay and click Earthquake. Yeah, they withdrew. Cool. So we're gonna get an Earthquake off on something into Dahlia. So HP Ice would have actually been the play. Roserade. This is not gonna feel good though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dog. Holy cow. So Black Sludge. So they're probably defensive. Black Sludge. So we lose nothing and clicking Earthquake one more time. They had to be like max HP. If they're HP Ice, do HP Ice. I think I gotta risk Lando here and click Earthquake, risk their max speed. But they have HP Ice. They would. I don't want something else to go to sleep. We're clicking Earthquake here. We outspeed. I'm confident in the fact that we outspeed. They're thinking about it, so we outspeed. I'm pretty confident in that. So Marowak's gone. Yeah. So Roserade's gone. So Landorus kills Roserade with Earthquake. That is a Earthplate boosted Earthquake. And Landorus has already done more in 2 turns than Gliscor did for us in 8 games. I love you, Mr. Peanut. Zapdos, nah, homie. You got HP Ice? HP Ice from you. Heat Wave. I'm thinking Heat Wave, Roost, Electric Stab. HP Ice. Probably. HP Ice. But they are Life Orb, which would OHKO us. We actually OHKO with Rock Slide. Or no, we don't. Actually, if they're offensive, because they do seem to be offensive. We actually 2-KO with Rock Slide. But I still really like Landorus to pivot into Flygon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assume that HP Ice is coming off here. I can't really pivot into Hydreigon, can I? No, Hydreigon can't take 2 HP Ices if they're max modest. I think I'm gonna pivot into Victini here. Yeah, Victini doesn't really have that many. Yeah, we're gonna pivot into Victini here. 2 Blue Flares can kill if he's fully offensive. 2 Blue Flares can kill if they're fully offensive. And if they don't click HP Ice here, I might scream. I might scream. Yeah, HP Ice. Okay, HP Ice. That's what I thought. And a crit. It doesn't matter. How much did I do actually? 181 minus 181. That's 161. 181 minus 145. That did 36. So let's get a read on that. Is that modest or not? That was a crit HP ice on our Victini. That is looking to not be modest. Could it be modest though? Could it be modest? It could be modest if that was the mineral. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna actually, how much does Glaciate do? What's their switching for this? Gastrodon. I don't think Gastrodon ever takes a blue flare into an energy ball. So that's what we're gonna go for. We're just gonna go for a blue flare into an energy ball. We're just gonna attack what's in front of us. With Zapdos, goes into Dawn or whatever. Gastrodon, yeah. Gastrodon. And blue flare into energy ball should KO. Especially if we get a burn. You know what, Victini? You know what? You've been failing me today a little bit. I would love a burn. Alright. Energy ball does 82 to 97. And you know what? He doesn't OHKO us with Earthquake. I'm liking that roll. I'm really liking that roll. I'm thinking Energy Ball is gonna pick up this knockout. We could have just Energy Balled last turn though, I suppose. I'm kind of mad at myself. Energy Ball, we have a roll to pick up. We have a roll to pick this up. Energy Ball comes off. No Rindo Berry. Come on, Victini. Come on. Awesome! Oh my goodness. That is hype. Victini kills Gastrodon with Energy Ball. That looked like a roll in our favor, regardless, but we do pick up the KO on the lad Gastrodon. Victini, awesome. I would have felt a lot safer doing that if we got the burn, but now Homeboy left his, and we are also Colbur if he wants to go into Mega Absol. If they want to go Mega, yeah, we're Colbur. And we can kill this with can we kill this with a Energy Ball? Do I have to risk the miss? I do not. We're gonna click Energy Ball. This is the whole purpose I brought Colbur on Victini, to try to... He withdrew. You know what? Zapdos? Okay. Absol. How much does Absol do? Absol does about 50 to us with a knockoff through Colbur. What about... How much does Zapdos do to us with a Thunder? How much do we do to Zapdos if he's 0 HP? This is a roll to kill actually if he's 0 HP. We're clicking Blue Flare. Discharge, he's faster. Oh, Speed Tie. Discharge, that's what I thought. Discharge, and don't do this. Okay. That should KO. Yeah. So Victini is gonna pick up the KO. Victini kills Zapdos with Blue Flare. So Victini kills Zapdos with Blue Flare. And they go into that. Down goes the Zapdos. I'm preserving this 6-0. We need this differential to potentially get into playoffs. So we're just going to go ahead and switch into Skarmory here. We lose nothing going Skarmory. I'm preserving this differential. We're going Skarmory every time. Every time, dog. Every time. Knockoff. That's fine. Actually, what's their last Pokemon? Flygon? Skarmory just wins now. Actually, if I Brave Bird into... Well, no, I'm pretty sure there's Scarf. We're going to Brave Bird first. We're going to Brave Bird into Lando. Superpower. And we're going to kill this Absol. Skarmory kills Mega Absol with Brave Bird. And then we're going to pivot into Lando. And we're going to get this 6-0, I think. I think that's what we're going to try to do. Because we need this differential, man. We're 5. If we win this, we're 5-4. Which, if we don't win this, I'm going to be really disgusted in ourselves. Because we're up 6-1 right now. Actually, how much do we do to this Flygon? I'm pretty positive it's Scarf the way it's been played. But it could also be Dragon Dance. Superpower. Actually, I think I'm just going to Roost. 48 max. And Brave Bird 2 shots. But I could also just pivot into Lando right now. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to pivot into Lando. If there's a Dragon Dance variant, we might be in trouble. Earthquake. Okay, cool. So they were expecting... I'm not sure. We're going to go for the HP Ice, though, regardless. We're going to go for the HP Ice. I'm pretty sure it's Scarf based on how it's been played. I'm pretty positive it's Scarf. And we always have Breloom Mach Punch in the back. Yeah, it's Scarf. It's Scarf. So we are going to go ahead and lock up that KO. Landorus isn't going to kill right here unless they're minus Spadef. Yeah, Landorus kills... Don't DC. Yeah. Landorus kills Flygon with HP Ice. And we're going to walk away with a 6-0, guys. So GG to Shadow. Make sure to check them out down below. We needed this dub very, very desperately. Already Landorus putting in more work than Gliscor ever dreamed to. So what are we? Are we ECA? ECA wins 6-0. And your Eternal City Oddno are going to move on to 5-4. We desperately needed that dub. So GG to Shadow again. Make sure to check them out down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. And for now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.